My name is Stina Hill, also known as Bessie Mae Mucho, and I play roller derby for the Texas Roller Girls. Lone Star Roller Girls, I believe is the full name. TXRD here in Austin, Texas. I would say right now I probably put in about 10 hours a week skating, and then maybe another 5 to 10 hours doing my league job. I work as an assistant in a financial firm for a financial advisor. So a lot of the back end stuff that clients don't necessarily see, I need to do all the paperwork and answer all the questions and make sure that your annuity is purchased and make sure that your mutual funds are allocated in the correct place according to the advisor's decisions, that kind of stuff. So it's interesting, but it's not exactly exciting, unless you consider organizing databases exciting. Maybe in some circumstances, but I guess the best part about that job is it kind of, in that sense, it feeds my need to organize things, kind of taps into that inner wannabe librarian in me. I was a bookseller for like 10 years. I still miss Borders a lot. That was probably the most amazing experience I've ever had in like a job, was when Borders was around. And they're gone. That was a sad day when they went down. I worked for Barnes & Noble for a while, and they had the layoffs when 2008 happened, and there just wasn't enough revenue to pay for somebody like me that wasn't necessarily, I wasn't a manager in like the traditional sense. I was community relations, so networking with teachers, networking with librarians, networking with businesses that needed like large volume purchases. I was kind of a glorified salesperson, but selling a product that was amazing, like something that, I care about this thing, and I will talk to you for hours about it, and it'll never seem like I'm selling you anything, because all we're doing is talking about how awesome this thing is. If I could just drop everything and have something for me, I would probably own a bookstore. I might do that. I know it's not the most realistic profession anymore because of the changing landscape of what it means to be a bookseller and how that looks, and can you really run a little independent shop and be successful? Maybe, but nobody gets into that for money. They get into it for passion and for love. I would own just a little bookstore, maybe have a little bit of stationery in it, something kind of fun, something a little different, and just spend my day talking to people about books. Everybody's got, that one book that's going to like hook them and make them a reader if they're not. And so it's kind of satisfying to help somebody find that. What's keeping me from having a bookstore? Right now I have a family to take care of. I let my husband quit his job, and he made some good money. Right now I'm carrying us through while he gets his business going and starts kind of his second career and takes that step into the next place. And it's kind of been that way, that we moved to Austin for his career, and he's going to take that good step into the second one, and so we'll make that go. Yeah. And I never prioritized owning a bookstore of my own in a way that made it like, yes, I'm going to do this for me. It's been more about us than just me by myself. And that's okay. Yeah. Like, I want him to be happy. And he wasn't. He was a butthead on Sunday afternoons when he was like, I have to go back to that place again tomorrow. And he would shut down at like 3, 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. It was over. Any fun that we had that weekend was kind of just forgotten. And he was just, you couldn't shake that mood. Like, could not shake it. So it was the healthiest thing that he could have done. to leave. It was just over, and he was just done. So, and it needed to change. So, yeah, he's better off. Plus, I get pastrami out of it. You can't beat like fresh pastrami on homemade bread. It's pretty awesome.
Having eaten his cooking, I agree completely.
Yes.
Smart choice.
I have no doubt that he will have a restaurant of his own and that it will be successful. And it's going to be amazing to see him happy and successful and really enjoying a career.